I can weigh you down, I can lift you up, I can strengthen you, and I can weaken you. Who am I? I am words. The words you use, the words you understand, and the words you express can shape your thoughts, your confidence, and even your success in life. But how do you build a strong vocabulary? Let's dive into it. Welcome to the channel Anindita Ji, where we learn, speak, and succeed. I hope all of you are doing great today. So, as you can understand from the thumbnail, that today's topic is about how to learn vocabulary, how to learn English vocabulary. So, please stay till the end of this video for more such insights. So, the first thing that we need to understand, why does vocabulary matter? Why is it important? So, vocabulary is not just about learning new words. It is about understanding their impact. The right word can make you sound confident, knowledgeable, and even persuasive. But using the wrong word can create misunderstandings and make your message unclear. What are the common mistakes that we use while learning vocabulary? So one mistake that I can think of is that we often misuse synonyms in the wrong context. Now, synonyms are not the same words. They only have a similar meaning, or they have similar meanings. Let us break it down. The words begin and commence both mean to start, but are they always interchangeable? If I say the meeting will begin at 10 a.m., think of the tone that we are trying to give here. What is the impact? It's a casual way of saying the meeting will begin at 10 a.m. It means that it will start, but then the tone is a little bit casual and a natural one. On the other hand, if I say the meeting will commence at 10 a.m., this also means that this will start at 10 a.m., but it sounds overly formal for a regular speech. The ceremony will commence shortly. It's more suitable in formal settings. So now you can understand the difference or the nuances of the synonymous words. They both mean same, but their contextual application will be different, where we will want to give a different tone. Let us understand with few more examples where we misuse synonyms. For example, end and terminate. Now, if I say she decided to end the conversation, so that's a casual way of saying it. If I say she decided to terminate the conversation, it sounds aggressive, like firing an employee, terminate your employment, like that. Again, ask versus inquire. I will ask the manager about the details. So that's a common speech. It's a semi-formal way of saying. Instead, if I say, I will inquire the manager about the details, or I will inquire with the manager about the details. So this is too formal, okay? And we can use this word in formal settings. Now, what is the takeaway when we say synonyms are not to be used in the same context? So synonyms should match the tone and context. Not all synonyms fit every sentence. Before using a word, check the real life examples. Now, when I said synonyms are not the same word, but they're similar word, let us understand what is the difference between same and similar again. So same is when we use something that is identical. So if you say these two phones are the same model, so they're identical models. So if you have a say Samsung Galaxy, which model can I say? Or maybe let's say Apple iPhone 13, and two models of iPhone 13, obviously they will be same in respect of all the features. But if you are talking about iPhone model 13 and 14, then they will be similar because they belong to the same company. Definitely, most of the make will be similar, but there will be certain differences in some features. So it is almost alike. So you can say these two phones are similar in design when they are the two different models from the same company or the same brand. So that way, similar is almost alike, whereas same is identical. So synonyms are only similar, not identical. And in that sense, you can say synonyms are not the exact substitutes. So a word's tone and context matter. Misusing synonyms can make a sentence sound unnatural. So I think we have discussed about the termination word, like she terminated the friendship, that will sound harsh. She ended the friendship, that will sound still okay, more natural. Or if you say, I will commence my workout, that's too formal. If you say, I will start my workout, that is more conversational, more, we can use it in a regular context. So how can we avoid these kind of mistakes, like when to use the synonyms? So always read words in context before using them. Saying, for example, if you say she is thin versus she is slender versus she is skinny. So all these words will describe someone with a similar body pattern or type, but slender has a positive tone, thin is neutral, and skinny might sound negative or give some unhealthy connotation. Skinny, okay, like that. Now the next question will be a relevant question, will be like how to learn words effectively. Now that you have understood that you cannot use synonyms just like that, you read a dictionary, you found a word, and then the synonymous words are like that, you just cannot interchange, you cannot use them interchangeably, you cannot use it at every place. Then how are you going to learn the words effectively? So learning vocabulary is more than just memorizing words, right? Here's how you can do it smartly. So first of all, of course, you need to build a habit of reading daily and note words. So maybe you can read newspapers. Within the newspapers, pick an article. Maybe if you're reading some blogs over the internet, or you read some books, some paragraphs, some chapters from books, and then note down the words. Highlight the unfamiliar words or the fancy words that you're coming across for the first time. Then maintain a word journal. Use a dictionary, a Google Smartly dictionary or a Google Smartly. Instead of just checking meanings, also look for the first thing, the pronunciation. Then, of course, you will see the meanings and synonyms anyways, you'll find out. So there is something called thesaurus on the internet. So you'll find out the synonyms. Then also work with the sentences, the example sentences, how these words are used. And maybe you can go for the word origin, like root words. Try to learn the root words, then it will be easier to understand. Even you need not look into the dictionary if you understand the root word, so you can sense out what does it mean. For example, side, CIDE, it basically means killing someone. So if it's suicide, it's like killing yourself. Homicide is killing a large number of people. So side, you can see CIDE is the common word, and that's the root word, which means to kill. And then we prefix like who we are killing. So we will get into that in some of the upcoming videos. How do we use the root words and how do we sense out the meanings? So as of now, just know that there is something called root words, the word origin, so that it becomes easier for you to understand, sense out the words instead of memorizing or instead of going through rote learning of vocabulary. And understand synonym in the context. So I've given few examples earlier. I'll give one more. Say happy. Happy can have synonyms like elated and content. So if I say I'm happy to see you, so that's a general joy. Instead, if I say I'm elated to win the award, it's like extreme happiness. Again, if I say I'm content with my life, I'm satisfied. I'm happy, but I'm satisfied. So the joyness is not overtly done, but yeah, somewhere in a balanced way. So you can understand happy, elated content. They all give a similar meaning, but we use it in different contexts, and the tones are different in each of the cases or each of the sentences. So synonyms will carry different emotions. When I say tone, the tonality differs means the emotions will also differ. So then what you can do is practice by speaking and writing after you have read some news article or blogs, or you have maintained a word journal. After you have come across a new word, you have found out the meaning maybe from dictionary or the Google, and then you have done that. Now what you want to do, you have to practice them, not just noting it down, but practice those words by speaking and writing. So these are the two productive skills that I have spoken in some of the earlier videos. So you can sometimes challenge yourself, use a new word in conversation daily. Then of course, while you're maintaining a word journal, you can write short stories or diary entries, journal entries using these new words, so that you get into the practice of using these words in regular context. And of course, there are a lot of word games like Scrabble, puzzles. In the even in the newspapers, you get these games. So please, crossword puzzles, play those. Try to solve those puzzles. So, what would be the final takeaway? Like after I've spoken so much about vocabulary learning, so words shape how you think and express yourself. Expanding your vocabulary gives you the power to communicate clearly, confidently, and persuasively. So, words carry power. Use them wisely. Learn words through context, not just memorization. Use synonyms carefully to match the right tone and meaning. Read, listen, and speak consistently to improve, right? So you can comment below with the new word you have learned today and use it in a sentence. So please do write down in the comment section. And of course, please subscribe for more such tips on mastering soft skills, communications, and English vocabulary. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, stay well. Bye-bye.